Hey guys, Bibsby2 here, and welcome back to another Little Nightmares 3 theory video. As you can see from the title and the thumbnail, today's video is solely focused around the Mirror Man. So, who is the Mirror Man? The Mirror Man is a being that exists in the nowhere and was first introduced in the second issue of the Little Nightmares comics that were made back in 2017. The Mirror Man is presented as a bone-chilling being that travels and teleports through mirrors, much like Mono does with TVs in Little Nightmares 2. When looking into a mirror controlled by the Mirror Man, you see what it is you wish for yourself to become. Whether that be giant muscles, longer legs, or even a bigger package, the Mirror Man makes you see it. This happens with a group of boys in the comic. The Mirror Man shows them what they want to see in themselves and then snatches them away, keeping them with him. The Mirror Man is seen to be dressed in a red bow tie, a white shirt, and some red trousers. There also seems to be what looks like long, stringy and icky things coming out of his neck hole. Could it be smoke? Could it be tentacles? Or could have this chap just forgotten to visit the barbershop this month? This brings me to my next topic, which is: what association could the Mirror Man have with Little Nightmares 3 or the game universe in general? Throughout Little Nightmares 1, we see many smashed mirrors. Many have theorized and believed that this is because of the lady's curse, which means that the more souls she sucks out of living beings, the younger she looks in the mirror. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Seeing what you want yourself to look like in the mirror. What if the Mirror Man has something to do with this? What if the lady found out about the Mirror Man's antics and decided that it'd be safer to smash every mirror on the mall but for one? One small enough that the Mirror Man could not get through even if he did go on a low-calorie diet. On the topic of smashed mirrors, in the You're In For a Rise Little Nightmares 3 trailer, we do see broken mirrors in a place that looks like the carnival's boss's changing area, like a trailer due to the purple suits in the background. I think that the carnival boss isn't the only entity with smashed mirrors that we will come across in Little Nightmares 3, as I strongly believe that all bosses in Little Nightmares 3 will be afraid and aware of the power of the Mirror Man, making perfect sense why he would be the main villain of Little Nightmares 3. This theory is also backed up by the fact that we know that the developers have at least considered having the Mirror Man as the main villain of Little Nightmares 3 due to two reasons. One, there's a giant mirror in the key art for the game and the trailers. More specifically, the first has a strong association with mirrors. Why bring all this mirror theme up not to have a mirror-themed antagonist? Plus, there's literally a Little Nightmares 3 Mirror Edition available for pre-order on the Bandai Namco store website, link in the description. And two, the main reason. The concept art for the key art for Little Nightmares 3 clearly shows the Mirror Man inside the mirror in the middle of the image. If this isn't more or less proof that the Mirror Man will be the main villain of Little Nightmares 3, I don't know what is. Finally, to finish off this little theory, I'd like to go over the theory that Lo might be the Mirror Man. We saw this happen with Mono and the Thin Man in Little Nightmares 2. On one hand, it makes sense to do this again, as it proves some sort of time paradox in the Nowhere, and there's a new studio making Little Nightmares 3, meaning it makes complete sense for them to take inspiration from past games. But, on the other hand, the Little Nightmares franchise isn't associated with recycling content, and there is a Little Nightmares gamebook somewhere out there, created by Tarsier Studios, which includes the lore and the future of Little Nightmares. It's very likely that Supermassive are following this book word for word. It wouldn't make sense for Tarsier to use the same idea twice, about a protagonist and villain being the same person within 2 games. Please tell me what you guys thought of this theory down in the comments below. Any feedback or slander would be highly appreciated. As usual, a like and a subscription to my channel would mean the world, as I do try my very best on these videos. Although, if not, thank you guys for watching anyway. Now, we're going to move on to the part of the video where I showcase some art from you guys in my Discord. Please submit your art in my Discord server for a chance to be in the next theory video. The link will be in the description. Today's piece of art is by LOL. Isn't this just amazing? Not only does it look absolutely incredible, but it also fits perfectly with the theme of this video, that of which being all about the Mirror Man. Thank you so much for submitting and designing this fabulous piece. Keep up the good work, man. You seriously have talent. Finally, we'll be moving on to the theory part of the video, where I answer and give my thoughts on theories made by you guys on previous videos. For a chance for your theory to be answered by me in my next theory video, please leave them down in the comments. Today's theory is by Artzap. Artzap says, "The backstage. I'm hoping we get to see a twisted theatre with performer enemies and the main boss being a director. I can imagine monsters designs based off the masks of comedy, tragedy, etc. The Shores. Perhaps this could have something to do with the more after the events of Little Nightmares 1. Our friend here is referring to the 2 extra DLCs that are coming in 2026 for Little Nightmares 3, called Little Nightmares 3 Secrets of the Spiral. Recently, both names for both DLCs have been revealed. One is the Backstage, which releases from April to June 2026. The other is the Shores, releasing from October to December 2026. I absolutely adore your take on the Backstage. A director, boss, and performer enemies would fit perfectly into the twisted world of the Nowhere. I could genuinely imagine seeing a terrifying version of the Greek theatrical masks used throughout history. Although, for the Shores, instead of linking it to the moor, I'd imagine it'd be set near a beach and a lighthouse, with maybe a lightkeeper or some sort of fisherman enemy. Thank you so much for your theory. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for this video today. It is currently 3 in the morning and I am super tired and I really want to go to bed. So I'm just going to end the video here. Sorry this is quite a short theory guys, it's quite hard to produce theories. I do have one more theory in the works, although I'm going to have to gather some more evidence on it, so that might take me a bit. But I also do want to maybe in the future do some Reanimal theories. I think that would be cool. Let me know if you guys do want to see that. And then as well, a extremely late analysis and little bit of a theory on the Descent to Nowhere. comic trailer, as they are releasing very soon. I think the first release is in September 5th, which right now is 3 days from me, so on September 2nd. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching this theory video. Make sure you do leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video, as it does help me greatly. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure to leave your art in my Discord. The link will be in the description for that. Make sure also to check out the Little Nightmares 3 Mirror Edition at the Bandai Namco Store website. Again, the link will be in the description for that. And finally, make sure to leave your theories in the comments down below for a chance to be in the next theory video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.